0 to 60 can define a performance car, but it's the fastest 60 to 0 that's the aim of Tarok's brakes. From road cars to race cars, circuits, special stages, or the autostrada, nothing reduces speed like Tarok's brakes. Italy gave the world the art of Da Vinci and Michelangelo. Tarok's has given drivers the art of stopping. For more information and to acquire your own masterpiece, visit tarox.co.uk. Yes, it's me, Mark Stone, and this is the Backseat Driver Podcast. It's the fastest, it's the friendliest, and it's for all the family. The Gas Shocks 116 Trophy and 120 Coupe Cup are the fastest growing race series in the UK, taking in 6 one-hour races and 8 sprints at all the top circuits. Visit 116trophy.com to find out more and get yourself behind the wheel. From a pot of tea to TT motorbikes. From a classic English breakfast to a full serving of classic cars. Bridge House Tea Rooms is the Northwest premier classic car meeting location for cars, bikes, tractors and owners clubs. So no matter what your automotive appetite might be, visit Bridge House Farm Tea Rooms on their Facebook page or call John and Alicia on 07980 444 221 for show details and to reserve your own table and parking space. Welcome back to the Lombard Rally Reesby Hall Backseat Driver Podcast special. In this edition, we shall be chatting with Dom Booth and his Audi Quattro A2, a perfect replica of a works car. John Senior and his Alfa Romeo Alfetta GTV. Gawain Clark and his incredible Renault Megane Maxi, a Group A car that is an ex-works car and took part in a variety of celebrity specials. Malcolm Leggett, who brought a trio of cars, Renault 5 Turbo, Sunbeam Lotus and his ex-works Lancia Delta Integrale. Absolutely amazing car. James Rudd and his Nissan Micra. You don't see Micras very much anymore. They used to run a junior series for them. So James was able to fill us in as to why these cars are now such rare to be seen. So sit back and enjoy part 2 of the Backseat Driver Podcast, Reesby Hall Special. I'm joined here at Reesby by David Wingfield and his Mark II Ford Escort RS2000. Good morning, young man.
Good morning, Mark. How are you?
Bearing up under the general strain of it all.
I understand.
How are you finding it?
It's quite rough in there, in places. Other places on the tarmac are very good. We'll see what it runs like today with all these 40-odd cars going through. Friday it might chop up a little.
It is starting to chop up already, or it was late yesterday.
Yes, yeah. Well, we're rally men, so this is what we expect.
And the RS2000, how long have you had it?
This one, about 6 years. We used to run an RS2000 Pinto-powered Mark II with big wings back in the 80s and 90s. Had a break and we decided, well, before we get too old, we are old, but too old to be able to get in it, let's have another go. So events like this are quite good. They're non-competitive and it's just generally an easy-going day. We have a bit of fun with the car, try not to break it, have the crack with whoever's here, and that's it really, Mark.
Did you buy the car as is, or have you done much to it?
It was allegedly all prepared, but basically we got it home, took it apart and rebuilt it again.
Yeah.
Which I think is standard procedure when you're buying somebody else's cast-off. And you know, we've tried to keep it near Group 1. The colour scheme is actually in the colours of a works car that competed on the RAC, driven by an Italian, I believe. I know his car was left-hand drive and this isn't, but it's in the style of.
Yeah.
And if you look round, there are cars in the style of. There are a couple of genuine works cars here today, but, you know, it's this you want to be in the style of.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's what it is. It's, you know, it's an enjoyable drive. It's quite reliable. What more can I say?
So apart from demonstrations, you don't use it very much?
This is true, yeah. It's more of a toy. It just sits in the garage and then comes out.
You polish it?
Yeah, this is, well, yeah, as you can see, I've polished some of the stickers
Yeah.
that you can hardly read them anymore. But yeah, you can see I'm a polisher as well.
Oh, yeah.
But I do like to drive it.
Yeah.
But it's all about life, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can't do everything.
No.
And when you get to 65 and it's like, well, I ain't got much time left. As my friend said to me the other day, there's not much sand in the top vase.
Very true. Enjoy yourself at Reesby, young man.
Thank you very much, Mark, and same to you.
Don Booth with the Audi Quattro here at Reesby. How are you enjoying it?
Having fun. Bit of a interesting one in there. We've had a bit of a half spin, so that we're lucky not to miss anything in that. But
It's quite tight. It's quite narrow in there, isn't it?
yeah, very narrow, especially when we're about 7 foot wide in this. But it makes it entertaining. It's a bit different to being on tarmac. So
Tell us about the car, because by your own admission it is what you would call like an homage or a recreation of what it looks like. But I mean, it's very close to what it looks like.
yeah, so we've gone for sort of the holy grail of what we see as being the ultimate Quattro, which is in a long wheelbase form, but a lot of the short wheelbase power and running gear sort of made it look like a recreation of what you'd see at the time, just a little bit better and more easier to drive.
What's under the bonnet of this?
It's a 2.2 5-cylinder 20 valve ABY engine, different modern ball bearing turbo and max ECU, done up by our guru, running just under 500 to 600 brake, depending on the map.
I mean, I've just done an interview with Phil Short, and he was saying when he was Volta-Roll in one of the final sports, they wouldn't tell him it was 500 plus brake horsepower, and with Volta-Roll at the wheel, he said it was a weapon until he got it wrong on a corner and it vanished down a hillside.
Yeah, it's very much like that. It's easy to drive until it isn't. At the minute, we're down on a spare backup injector, so we're at 350 horsepower today. But in those trees in there, that's more than enough. 500 in that would be a hell of a handful, I think.
How long have you had it?
2016 we got it from Jersey. Done a full rebuild, shell-up rebuild on it.
So was it like this when you bought it?
Rally car, yes. Like this, no. So there's very little that's not changed. We stripped it down and effectively, for want of a better word, did it properly. It were converted from a road car originally, and there were a lot of bits that were hanging over from road cars. So we've took it down to its shell and rebuilt it as intended, as into a proper rally car.
And do you get to use it a lot?
We get to use it more than you normally would. A lot of these events are fantastic for that. And we try and get out as much as we can and let other people enjoy it like we do, even if it's just a run down the road to Tesco's. It certainly draws the attention.
I mean, the ideal venue for this will be somewhere wide and flowing, won't it?
Ideal venue for the car, not the ideal venue for me as such. I enjoy the tight, twisty, and I mean, Grimsthorpe, fantastic. I love that. That's fast but still woody and technical at times. But yeah, anything we can get out on and just do what it were built to do, really.
Yeah. And I mean, they were in their day an awesome piece of kit. Everybody wanted to watch a Quattro in action.
Yeah, watching it and hearing it, I almost wish I could be outside in the woods today and listening to it instead of inside
I've
it.
just been talking to the guy with the V8 TR7, and those and these, the 5 pots at full I mean, they were iconic noises, weren't they?
Oh, incredible, yeah. I grew up as young as 5-year-old on the Lombard at Chatsworth House with my granddad, watching them in the Marshalls area and things, and yeah, it's synonymous to the era, and yeah, you can't beat it.
Thanks very much. Enjoy the rest of the day, sir.
Will do, thank you.
Here with Gareth Davis at Reesby. Are you enjoying yourself?
Yeah, we're having good fun. Yeah, as usual, whenever we're out with the cars, it's all good fun.
And Vauxhall Chevette. Yes. How long have you had it?
5-6 years. 5-6 years now. I had it sort of, 3/4 built. Did the engine, put a different gearbox and a few other things, and been coming to Tim's events now for the last 3 years, I think.
What's under the bonnet?
Oh, there's a red top, red 2-litre, so modern engine, sequential gearbox, so modern gearbox. It's a bit of a bitzer of a car, but it's a hell of a lovely little car. Like.
And it's for sale. Why?
It is, yeah. Change of plans. Looking for a nice Mark 1 Escort. Take me back to the days when I did have one.
And given the accent, you come from like the land of rallying, don't you?
We have, yeah. We've all come up from South Wales. All my friends, we have 3 cars. We come up Friday night, stayed overnight in a lay-by. That's how much we love this sport. And we did a bit yesterday afternoon and ready to go today now.
Do you do much rallying back in Wales?
No, not now. We did back in the 80s, but no, things take over your life, and then we're having a little go before it's too late.
And of course, the big thing in Wales is it Rally Cregaggion, or I'll have got that wrong, no doubt.
Ceredigion, which was weekend before last, yeah? Yeah, good event, very good event.
So, any plans to have a do at any of the bigger Welsh ones again?
I don't think so. I think these events suit what I want to do. Just have a bit of fun, and you got to be so compliant with the rallying today, and there's a lot to go, and there's a lot of expenditure. So no, I just stick to what we're doing, I think.
Enjoy yourself for the rest of the day, young man.
We will, and thank Tim for putting a good show on for us.
Here with Gary Dixon at Reesby with his Vauxhall Astra. Gary, welcome to Reesby.
Thank you.
Tell us about the Astra.
Astra. It was built by Vauxhall to do the Network Q RAC rally back in '93, and it was one of the course cars. There was 2 course cars built by Harry Hockley to do that job in particular.
What's the specification of this one?
It used to be a Group N car, but now I've modified it with my old Rallycross engine, so it's 250 brake horsepower, throttle bodies, 6-speed dog box, and all the bits on it as well.
Do you use it a lot?
Not an awful lot. It's usually for events like this, but not for proper competition.
I mean, you don't see a lot of them now, do you, the Astras?
No. I've got Mark IIs, that's my favourite ones, but I do like this Mark III as well. Yeah. And in your career, have you done a lot of rallying, I conclude? I've started rallying in 1980 in a Mini, progressed to an Astra 96. Then when Foot and Mouth stopped the rallying, I started rallycrossing and using the Astra in rallycross, fairly successful. Then changed into retro rallycross for older stuff. Yeah, and the car's going to be old as well. And until a few years ago, that's what I was doing, retro rallycross.
Right. I mean, I was saying before we started, a couple of weeks ago, I visited a friend of mine, Louise Aitken Walker. Do you ever try and follow in her footsteps, apart from the famous Portuguese crash?
Yeah, I try to avoid that one. Yeah, I'd love to do sort of some of the big events, but it's just costs and the things.
I'm going to say that's the problem these days. It's the sheer cost and expense of it all, isn't
it? Yeah. You can't compete with that type of events and that. So you just cut the cloth to the. Yeah.
Well, I suppose it's nice the fact that it is an ex-works car.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So anyway, young man, enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you very much indeed.
Here with Gavin Pell and his very unusual SsangYong Rallying Pickup. Gavin, tell us about the pickup.
Yeah, the SsangYong Musso Racing Pickup is genuinely an unusual rally car. They were a circuit racing series in 2000.
I was going to say they had a circuit series for these, didn't they?
They did, yeah. This car last ran at Brands in 2017 as part of their series that they did. But it's the very first time we've had it out. We've had to mend third gear synchro. It took a bit of hammer in the last race, and it hasn't been repaired since, to be honest. But got up and running for this weekend, and just looking forward to being out here at the Lombard Reesby Rally.
So, how long have you owned it?
Well, we got it especially for the series in 17, so it's been parked up in the garage since then.
Why go rallying with it? I know there's no series for them anymore, but...
Well, exactly, yeah, just for fun. Yeah, great. We went to the event at Grimsthorpe Castle there and saw the rally cars and thought it'd be great fun to have this out again. We've got the Chandler's Ineos stand here at the rally for tomorrow, and just a fun thing to bring out again. So,
have you done anything to it to rallyize it?
It's got some air in the tyres. Check the oil and the fuel and water. No, nothing at all. She's just exactly as she ran last at Brands.
Right. So, I mean, it's quite narrow, it's quite tight, and at certain points very twisty down there. How are you expecting it to handle?
It's going to be tricky, especially since we completely removed the handbrake when we were circuit racing because it was a bit surplus for circuit racing. So she's not got a handbrake at all. So we're expecting it to be, but it's rear-wheel drive, and she's about 250 horsepower with quite a lot of torque. It's big. It's a diesel engine, 2.5 litre turbo diesel, and it's been chipped, and it actually performed well on the circuit. But expecting it to be tricky.
If memory serves, were the engines Mercedes-Benz sourced in these?
Originally, yeah, certainly. They had a lot of assistance setting up the factory in Korea when they first set it up, but it's actually a SsangYong entirely built engine now. But very good, plenty of torque, and she'll go well. She's not got a lot of limited slip diffs or anything very sophisticated, so it'll spin one wheel rather well. It's only a two-wheel drive car, she's not going to be particularly fast, but it'll be entertaining.
And I notice you carry BHP UK because I know Cal Shaw.
Yeah.
I mean, was this the one that Cal also used?
No, this was my own one. But they did the mapping, so she's had all of the traction control taken off and all the mapping and all the rev limiters and everything. Quite frankly, so she's fairly. We had it on a rolling road, and like I say, she does about 250 horsepower. So it's not bad for a little diesel. So.
There is a good Timac straight on there, so you should be able to unleash it there. The rest of it could be entertaining.
Yeah, I think so. We're going to just have a little scope out the circuit, the route now, and have a look round and see how tight it looks. Might be doing some 3-point turns.
Will you be running with the spare wheels in the back, or will you take everything out the bed?
Yeah, they've sort of lived in there for a while, so I was just pondering taking out. I think we'll take the spare wheels out and stick them on the trailer, but we might just leave them in there. We might bounce around a bit.
Gavin Pell, thanks very much for chatting to me here at Revesby.
Thank you very much. Looking forward to it.
I'm here at Reesby with Gawain Clark with what has to be one of the most interesting cars. Renault Megane Coupe. To a degree, it's covered in proper sponsorship, Bastos, the famous Spanish cigarettes, and it's got French number plates. Gawain, welcome to Reesby, and how are you enjoying it?
Yeah, it's not too bad. A little bit rough for a car that's 100% tarmac car. This is mainly a forest stage, but yeah, it's all right.
Tell us about the car.
Well, it was built by Renault originally. It's proper Renault built it as a Group A car, and it was used for the Silverstone Rally Sprint.
Yeah.
So it was driven by Jason Plato, Martin Rowe, and Barry Williams. Well, that was when it was in a narrow body. It did a few rallies after that, and then it was built to a wide body with a lot of Maxi parts, not a full Maxi spec, because the magnesium hubs cost massive money, so it's got normal hubs. But we have a sequential gearbox and just below a proper factory sort of spec engine.
What is under the bonnet of this?
It's 4-cylinder, 2-litre, normally aspirated, revs to about 7.5, and 6-speed SADEV sequential.
And what's it like to drive? They always look bags of fun, do these?
It depends what you describe as fun. If it's been yocked all over the road and fearing you're going to end up in a ditch, then it's fun. But yeah, no, it's nervous. It's very nervous. I mean, here today, obviously with the gravel and stuff, I can't really give it full throttle apart from on the little bits of tarmac bit because it will have me in a tree, you know.
Yeah.
We haven't quite finished it. You know, it needs just a little bit more geometry work, and I think it'll be okay. And we'll probably take it out then and do a proper event with it.
How long have you owned it?
About 2 years. I bought it as a project, really. It was nearly finished, but not quite. And I think the bloke was desperate to get some money back out of it. And to be honest, I probably begged it. Yeah.
And why this car?
Why this car? I've always wanted a 1990s F2 car. I suppose the age I am, I did the original Peugeot 205 Challenge in the early 90s against Richard Burns and people like that. It was the era of car that meant something to me. Ideally, to be honest, I'd probably prefer a 306 Maxi, but it was between a 306 and one of these, neither of which I can afford a genuine one. We're talking £250,000, and this came up, and I thought, it's the only chance I've got of getting anything like this, so we'll give it a go.
I mean, this looks like, probably in its day and even today, would be the business in Corsica.
It would be more the business in Corsica than I would. I'd have to stop in the bar for a bit, but it's the proper tarmac, twisty.
Nice hot day, slicks, everything else.
Yeah, super soft slicks, just holding them and just loads of G-force around all those corners. I think there's no straights in Corsica longer than about 100 metres. So.
No, and I think what did one of them once say? Brian Culcheth. In the space of 5 kilometres, you'll probably change gear about 300 times.
Yeah, I think you'd be about right. And especially having made notes in places like that, you will end up with about 5 pages of notes per half kilometre, where I'd normally end up with 2. And so, yeah.
So it's a pleasure to see. I mean, does it get used a lot? Do you get the chance to use it a lot? Or do you go shopping in things like that just for the pleasure of going out in it?
To be honest, this is the first time I've used it in any form of anger. We're only just finished messing about with it and getting it sort of right. This is sort of just a shakedown, make sure it all stays together. I think we're intending doing a few displays and stuff with it, and I probably will finish it and actually do a couple of rallies with it, possibly in Belgium.
Does anybody frown upon it because it's carrying tobacco sponsorship?
Motorsport UK would definitely frown on it. Technically, you're not supposed to use it in Belgium either, but they don't care.
Well, I did a lot in France, and they really don't care on an event.
No, I just think they like a nice looking car, and they're not bothered what it says on it. I mean, over here, I don't think it should matter because you can't buy Bastos over here.
I was going to say, most people in England probably don't know what a Bastos is.
No, I just think Bastos colour scheme's probably one of the coolest sort of motorsport colour schemes there's been. Over the years, they've had the touring cars, they've had, world endurance cars, rally cars, everything's looked super cool in the sort of red and white. So.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the day, and it's a pleasure to see it.
Oh, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
I'm here at Revesby with Howard Staves and his Mark II Ford Escort. Cosworth powered Escort.
We've come here, my mate, today, really as a shakedown on it, because we've been having trouble with the flat shift, timing it up. And what an ideal venue to come and try it. Get to use your car, get to chat with like-minded people, a day out in the countryside, never better. Bless him, Tim. Good lad for sorting these things out. We need more like him.
How long have you been rallying?
Did an awful lot when I was 30 years of age, 28 years of age, after nearly killing myself motorcycle racing. I thought it'd be a better idea to get in a car. And I did a lot. I was using Lotus Sunbeams then, but it never leaves you. You never grow up, do you? So, here we go with the Mark II and game on. But I like to come to Lincoln and around here because of the World War II airfields. I like fast tarmac. I like that cut and thrust of that. But these are a great tool. They're a great tool. A good day out, and you're a lot calmer in the week after it. No more road rage. Yeah.
Why the Escort?
Why not? They are an iconic car, and you can build an Escort to the size of your wallet. A couple of my pals have got them at home where we're from, near Manchester, £100,000 a piece.
Yeah.
I dread to think what I've got in that. Be the wrong side of 50 grand, probably nearer 60. But I don't mind. You can't take it with you.
Very true. And whose idea was the Cosworth?
She's a good old engine, isn't she? And I believe if it's a Ford, it needs a Ford engine in it. A lot of these Mark IIs have Vauxhall engines in. I have nothing against that. But for me, a Ford's a Ford. Well,
you're like me. It always seems strange to open the bonnet on a Ford and find a Vauxhall staring back at you.
They're a very tunable engine, the Vauxhall. You can get a lot out of them. I spent big dollars on this one at Tuvi's in Cannock. He's a good lad. And she's bubbling around 270 odd brake, which is more than enough for a clubman, I've had a dozen Escorts, this one possibly being the fiercest, but they're so enjoyable to drive. They're just a big kid, just a big toy, aren't they? It brings such a smile to your face, And it's a very powerful car, actually. You've got to watch what you're doing with it. But, great fun. And I brought my pal's son with me today. He's only a young lad, 16, but he's a car buff, and the smile on his face when I took him through before, perfect.
And what's your opinion of the stage?
It's a bit, it's good. I don't want to call it. It's a bit short for us. I want to let rip, but hey, it's a great day, and they're going to lengthen the stage tomorrow apparently, and game on. We did Grimsthorpe. That was good round there. Tarmac, another good venue sorted by Tim. There's not enough of these events because this is a no pressure. It's great for shaking your car down and trying different tyres and trying different things. It gives you a chance to use it, not on the public road, upsetting the old bill. Because they bloody park outside my house half the time. They do. They do. But anyway, there you go. What more can I say? I'll lift the bonnet and show it you in a minute.
Right. Thanks very much for joining me.
Okay, and thank you for asking. Thank you.
James Rudd, welcome to Revesby. And your Nissan Micra. Telling us a little bit about your Micra.
So we got this back in 2018 as a 1 litre, and we've sort of slowly increased it, and it's now a 1400. We changed it before we did the RAC. So she's quite an old car now, but front end's all modern. It's got bike carburetors on it. It's got about 170 brake horsepower at the wheels, but it's got some power for a little car.
Bit better than your average Micra.
Yeah, just a bit. Better than Mum's old road one.
I mean, these did extremely well as rally cars, the Micras. I mean, if memory serves, was there their own series for them in rallying?
Yeah, they used to have a Micra Challenge. Unfortunately, they don't really run it anymore. They're trying to revive it in Ireland, but they're so reliable. You can batter them like you want. It did the RAC, and all it did was a bit of suspension damage, and the engine went bang, which was my fault. Got it fixed again, and she did the rest of the rally.
So, I mean, how long have you been rallying?
I started when I was 14 in the Junior 1000 series, so this is my 5th season competing.
And, don't mind me asking, why the Micra? Not that there's anything wrong with them, but why the Micra?
To be honest, it was the cheapest when we first started in the juniors. But we've stayed with it because it's reliability. And it's got a lot of soul, this car. It just seems to keep going. Even when you think it's done and dead and out there for the count, it seems to keep dragging itself on its belly. So I can't bring myself to get rid of it, so we're just going to resell it at the end of the year and keep using her.
Do you rally anything else?
Not at the moment. We used to have a friend that competed in an Astra, so we used to fix his car for him, but I'm trying to save up for an Escort, but that might take a while.
Which Escort?
Well, I think it'll have to be a Mark 1.
Oh, a proper one?
Proper job.
Why the Escort? And do you just want to stick to, shall we say, the classic or the historic, or have you any aspirations to move into modern rallying?
I prefer historic a bit more character to it. The cars are a bit unreliable. You've always got to tinker with them, and I don't know. Modern cars are a lot more expensive as well when you get to the top level, so I wouldn't mind a little Escort to tinker with in my shed.
Well, that's the one thing. Modern rally cars now, I mean, you've WRC, which are a space frame, and they're now talking about making Rally 1 and possibly Rally 2 space frames. I mean, modern rallying is getting out of hand, in my opinion.
It is, yeah. I mean, I do a lot of contracting working on R5s and Rally 2s. But when you look at the difference to them, they're nothing like an original Fiesta you'll see on the road. At least the cars like here in the historics, you've got a base car, you modify it and you go with that.
Well, one thing I've always said is the beauty of historics is, and when they were in period, spectators could look at them and recognise the car, and they could see it in the showroom. OK, the one in the showroom wasn't quite like the rally car, but they could relate to them. You look at a modern rally car, and it's almost impossible to relate to them, apart from, say, Rally 5, which has had next to nothing done to it.
Yeah, they're nothing like, but as you say, you can't just go and see it. It's not like, oh, I can have one of them, a rally car for the road. There's nothing like that now, unfortunately.
And have you driven the stage here yet?
Yeah, we've done, I think it's 4 loops now. It's a very technical stage, fast in sections. There's some bits that sneak up on you. Round the spectator area where it's grassy, we've nearly clipped that gate a few times, but we've managed to keep it on the black stuff. Well, green stuff in that circumstance, but no, we've kept it neat. But the car, it's first time out since we've redone the engine, and we're spinning the wheels in second and third on the straight. So that's a bit concerning.
It's quite a good straight, is that tarmac straight into that really tight right-hand hairpin?
It is about 700 metres flat out. We got to about 80 miles an hour. So that was fast enough, and then we nearly didn't make it to the hairpin.
Right, James Robb, thanks very much for chatting to me here at Reesby.
Thank you very much.
Here at Reesby with Jane Derricott, who's the co-driver with the Escort G3. What's it like to be in, because it's an unusual car?
Oh, it's absolutely fabulous. It rides the bumps really well. As long as I tell him which way to go, we're all right.
Well, there's arrows out there. He knows which way to go.
That's it. Well, there's not really a wrong way to go. As long as you keep turning the corners as they appear in front of you, we're all right.
How old is the car?
It was built late 80s, 88, 89. So, yeah, quite a long time.
And they are unusual because, unlike most Mark III Escorts, it's rear-wheel drive, isn't it?
That's it, yeah. It's a Mark III shell, but it's been converted to rear-wheel drive, and then the engine in it is a Pinto base with a Warrior 16-valve head on it.
And what is the it's a Getrag transmission, isn't it?
It's a what?
Getrag transmission, hence the G bit.
Oh, well, Gartrack did make them, but this one was actually homemade.
All right.
Bob's the engineer and the mechanic, and he looks after it, and he built it.
I mean, it appears at a lot of events. I conclude it gets used a lot.
It does get used a fair bit, not as much as it used to. In the heyday, in the early 2000s, we did quite a lot of rallies, but they're just so expensive now, and we're just here to have fun and have a great time.
Thanks very much for joining me at Reesby, and enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you, you too.
Here with John Senior at Reesby at the Lombard event with his Alfa Romeo. Are you enjoying yourself, sir?
So far, yes. It's working out really well. Yeah, looking forward to it.
And how long have you had the Alfa?
I've had an Alfa since 1984. This one since about 2000. Yeah.
Did you build it, or was it as is?
I built it. Yeah. This is the third one that I really built. Yeah. So, yeah, it's all my own work, and if it goes wrong, it's all my own fault.
What's under the bonnet of this?
It's 2-litre twin cam, fairly standard. Worked on cylinder head, flywheels lightened and balanced. It's got transaxle on the back axle, 5-speed gearbox, prop shaft runs at engine speed, and it's rated at 130 horsepower standard. Yeah. There's no telling what it's got now, but it's good fun.
Now, you saw a lot of these rallying in Europe, especially Italy, but not often in England. I conclude it will attract attention in England.
It's not the fastest car, but people always seem to think it's one of the prettiest cars. So, it does get a lot of attention, yeah.
So, and besides this, do you do anything else with it?
No, I've got another one, which is a road version of this car, exactly the same model, which I take to shows and classic shows and that sort of thing. And I'm currently rebuilding an MG Midget from the ground up. Right. So that's something that's coming on as well. So, yeah.
John Senior, thanks very much, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you very much. Pleasure.
Here at Reesby in Lincolnshire, which means you can't do anything without Malcolm Leggett, who's brought a trio of cars. Malcolm, how are you enjoying Reesby?
Oh, it's fantastic. It's a good event. The stage is good. It's 1.8 miles, a bit bumpy, but it's good. It's fast, and we've got a tarmac finish, which we can get up to speeds of 80 to 90 miles an hour.
Now, you've brought your famous ex-Oriole Lancia Delta Integrale, but we also have your Renault Turbo and your Sunbeam Talbot. Who's driving what?
Yeah, well, I've been out in the Renault 5 Turbo this morning. It was pretty tricky, very dusty, and the sun's shining through the trees, so I was very careful. So we're taking the Lancia, the Diddy Oriole one out this afternoon for a run. Bit of a test run, really. We've had problems with the brakes at Grimsthorpe, which I think I told you about when I was interviewed there, but this will be a test run, and hopefully the brakes are clear. The Talbot, Josh, my grandson, he's been driving that all yesterday, and today, and a lot of people have been telling me, and I thought the same, that he's one of the fastest. So he did click the wing mirror on a gate post, so he's got to be careful.
So are you likely to let him out in the Lancia?
No way. No, we're not letting him going in a left-hand drive car, because the Renault and the Lancia are left-hand drive. It's only 15, so that can come later in the years. Yeah, hopefully this afternoon we can get Fiona in a car. That's the plan, but she's not too keen. I don't know why, but we'll still keep trying.
Out of the three of them here today, which is the favourite?
Oh, it's the Didi Oriole, the Lancia Martini one, the World Rally car, yeah. It's a good car to drive, four-wheel drive, close-cut gears. It's a nice car to drive, yeah.
And it's got to be probably one of the most iconic World Rally cars ever built, hasn't it?
Yeah, well, Lancia, I think I'm right in saying, won more World Championships than any other manufacturer, so... yeah, what Lancia did in the day, they had the works drivers, and if they didn't win rallies, they got rid of them and got somebody else in the car. That's what Lancia did. They had to win, and that was their goal. You know, I think this car, the last time it was out, was in the World Championship in the Safari Rally. Somebody told me, and I haven't checked it, but apparently this won World Rally Championship in Sicily or somewhere in Italy, I think, this particular car with Didi Oriole driving it.
Yeah. I mean, the sound of them and everything else. I mean, what started life as a little hatchback for your to go shopping in and take the kids to school turned into one of the world's greatest rally cars.
It certainly is. I think they, as I said, repeated, I think they won more World Rally Championships than any other manufacturer. So the name's there, you know, the Lancia's got a good name, and certainly the S1 car which came after this one, that was a successful car as well.
Malcolm Leggett, thanks very much indeed to chat again, and enjoy the rest of the day along with your family.
A pleasure, thank you.
Here with Mike Davis, part of the Welsh contingent, and his Nissan Sunny. Welcome to Reevesby.
Thank you.
Tell us about your Nissan Sunny.
We bought the car about a year and a half ago. I haven't done too much to it. Give it a lick of paint and stick it up, and it was pretty much mostly built when we got it. Sort of the brakes out and suspension bit, but apart from that, it's all quite standard.
Why the Nissan Sunny?
It was a car I had years ago, and you never see them anymore. And I managed to come across this one, so yeah.
So, was it a rally car when you bought it?
Yes.
What sort of history has the car got?
It's got a 2-litre engine in it. It's got gearbox with the slip differential.
Yeah.
Bilstein suspension, works Bilstein suspension. That's about it, I think, what I know.
Yeah. And besides these, do you do much with it?
No. This is all we've been doing.
Right.
Yeah, at the moment.
So you can't be tempted into any of the Welsh rallies anymore?
Well, maybe next year after perhaps.
It's like I said, Wales is like the kingdom of rallying, isn't it?
You just need deep pockets. Yeah. So yeah, it would be nice to get it out and do a bit.
Given what it is, I conclude it will attract attention.
Yeah, well, like you say, you don't see many of them anymore. So yeah, there's a lot of Escorts here, and we got an Escort which we used on Grimstop a few times, and which is really good fun. But this is a bit different, so yeah. And it's front-wheel drive, so it's a totally different way of driving, you know. Yeah.
Thanks very much for joining me at Reevesby.
Thank you very much.
Here with Stuart Popplewell and his Seat. Stuart, welcome to Reevesby.
Thank you very much. Pleasure to be here.
Tell us a little bit about the old Seat.
Well, it started its life as a factory car, part of the Super 6 series. This was actually one of the press cars. Competed in the Silverstone Rally Sprint with all the celebrities in it. Found it in a barn, refreshed it, and here it is.
So how long have you owned it?
I've had it about 8 years now.
And what's the spec of this?
It's far from the sort of Group N. It's got a 2-litre 16 valve, throttle bodies, standalone management, Quave 6-speed dog box, Proflex shocks, big brakes. It's quite a car.
So, and why the Seat?
I don't know. It was available.
At right money.
Yeah, I used to have a Mark II Golf and it's past its best, and this was available.
And I mean, we all know there's shall we say, a lot of crossover between these and the Golfs. Have you noticed much in the way of crossover?
Yeah, it's got the front end of it is Mark III Golf. The rear end is Polo.
Right.
So it's got a Polo rear beam in it, Polo rear brake upgrade, everything at the front's Mark III Golf.
Right. Do you find that makes it easier to live with?
Not really, because when you've got to get sort of second-hand parts, you've got to find them from several vehicles, because there's not many of these left.
Yeah.
So you've got to go to the scrap and look for Polos, and then if you need a subframe, you've got to look for a Golf, rather than trying to find a Seat, because, like I said, there's not many of them left.
Yeah. But you enjoy driving it?
Oh, yeah, love it.
Yeah. Besides things like this, do you do anything else with it?
Just stage rallying. It is more of a tarmac car, but you know they used to run them at the same setup on tarmac and gravel in the championship, so it should be fine today.
Right. As regards the celebrities, do you know who drove it?
Barbara Armstrong, I believe Harry Vatlin's been in it. Gwyndaff Evans has been in it. He thought it was terrible compared to the kit car. And it was that where they had the touring car drivers. Yeah. It's all on YouTube. I think it was a '99 TV Rally Masters sprint. Yeah. But yeah, just a few people have been in it.
Yeah. So there's nothing of their presence left in it. You don't have any autographs or anything like that.
No, I've got some setup information from Barbara Armstrong, but that's about it. And I've got a press sort of snippet with Gwyndaff saying it was terrible. That's it, really.
So today you get to prove him wrong?
Well, no, not really.
Enjoy the rest of the day here, young man.
Will do, thank you very much.
Well, I hope you enjoyed my chat with quite a few of the drivers down at Reevesby. It was the first time the event has run at Reevesby, and for next year, yes, things will alter. The stage will alter. It will come out of the trees a little bit more to give the spectators more of a chance to see the cars in action. The layout of the ground will change. It will become more compact, more compressed, to make sure the spectators basically have less distance to keep walking to get to what they want. To find out more about the Lombard Rally Series, just tap Lombard Rally Festival into your social media search engine and it will all pop up, or Tim Nash, it will all pop up again. The remaining Lombard Rally Festival for 2024 is of course the Lombard Rally Bath, and it will all start again next year. So just go and check out Lombard Rally Festival and all will become clear. Rarely beaten on price, never beaten on service. Whether it's cars, bikes or commercials, Audi Tyres are the best in the business. And when it comes to tyre expertise and advice to supplying the correct tyres for your vehicle's specific requirements, nobody comes close to David Lakin and the Audi Tyres team. So give them a call on 01200 613 192 or visit the website at audityres.co.uk.